On this episode of Tough Garage, we pieced together the turbo and intake manifolds.
Boost, baby! Boost!
So it was time to start the exhaust manifold. I went and saw Nick at Turbo Exhaust Centre in Smithfield. I've been going to Nick since I first got my licence. What I ended up buying off him was essentially a turbo exhaust manifold kit. So I had all the bits and pieces I needed to make my own manifold. The whole thing is made from steam pipe and comes in 90-degree bends and 45-degree bends as well. Nick made a merge collector for me and tacked it together. The only bit I wasn't 100% happy with was the flange plate for the head. So I ended up going and getting a laser cut one from Liverpool Exhaust. So now I had the kit, now comes the fun part of piecing it all together. I wanted to make sure that there was heaps of clearance for the starter motor, and I wanted to have the turbo at an angle just purely for looks. All those little things made it extremely difficult to get it perfect, but I got there in the end. It looks awesome and in my opinion is a unique design. This type of manifold is a high mount manifold because the turbo actually sits quite high. But there are other different types of manifolds and here's Leah to explain.
Turbo exhaust manifolds can come in many shapes and sizes. Log manifolds are very easy to make as they have a very simple design. As the name says, it looks like a log, as all the exhaust ports go into one parallel pipe. And also with the outlet going off that one parallel pipe. Low mount manifolds mount the turbo low in the engine bay. Pipes will come out of the head, up and then down through the merge collector. This helps make it easier to make the dump pipe. High mount manifolds mount the turbo high in the engine bay. Pipes will come out of the head, down and then up into the merge collector.
I did some research and found that an FG Falcon starter motor fits into the crossflow with very minor clearancing. It's a huge difference in size and weight, and being a more modern design should be much more reliable. Now it was time for the intake manifold. I was given an X-Series Falcon EFI manifold, but I didn't want to run it in the standard way. After quite a bit of measuring and planning, I came up with an idea. I wanted to mount the plenum facing the other direction, and with short runners to mount it low. I made a temporary mounting system for the plenum to hold it in the correct position, and then started cutting up the long banana-shaped runners. Each runner ended up getting cut into 4 pieces. Then I had the task of tacking it all together, which was a complete pain. Due to it being cast alloy, it's really hard to work with. But piece by piece, I got there in the end. I guess we'll see how well it works once the motor's running. Next up, I wanted to make some covers for the firewall area just to neaten it up. I decided on replicating the hump from the right hand side of the engine bay to the left hand side. This will also now create a battery cover. But to do that, I needed to change the bonnet hinge bracket on the left hand side. It was a different style to the right hand side, so I modified it and made it look like a mirror image of the right hand side now. But it's small mods like this that tie the whole theme of the car together.
On today's Leo's Life Lessons, how much power is enough power? So you're planning your project, or you've decided that your daily needs more power. And you keep on seeing what seems like everyone's getting 9s and has 1,000 horsepower. And then you think, I want 1,000 horsepower too. But you've never been in a 300 horsepower car, let alone a 1,000 horsepower car. So how much horsepower is enough horsepower to keep you satisfied? Well, if the car is your daily, a 12-second car will surely please you. And it will still stay reliable enough for you to use every day. And it usually won't be so expensive to achieve either. A 9-second car can be expensive to make, a nuisance to drive slowly, and not reliable. Set a realistic budget for your planned upgrade. Upgrading stages, enjoying each stage. You might be surprised which horsepower level makes you happiest. That's it for today's Leo's Life Lessons. Triple O out. Now you may be wondering, what crazy thing am I going to do next? Well, the answer is nothing.
That's it for today's episode. On the next episode, we finish off the firewall plate and some more engine bay mods.
Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that bell for video notifications.
So, we received this in the mail from Paul Newton from JPL Displays in Victoria. This is a gift from him because he's a big fan of the Tough Garage show.
He thought I should use this as my background for Triple O Explains. So, looks awesome.
And we're very thankful for it. Thank you very much, Paul. You shouldn't have.
Thank you very much.
But we'll accept it because it looks fantastic. Thanks again, mate. This type of manifold is called a high mount manifold because of the fact that the turbo. This type of manifold is called a high mount because the turbo actually sits high. But there are other.
As the name says, not says. As the name says, it looks like a log.
What looked like a log? Something you left in the toilet?
As the name goes, it looks like. As the name goes, just keep going.
Yeah.
As the name says, it looks like a log. As all exotic. I can't say it without laughing. Low mount manifolds mount the turbo low in the engine. Low.
At low.
High mount manifolds mount the. Jesus Christ. So you're planning a project, or you've decided that you're powerful, but you've never been in a 300 horsepower car, let alone a 1000 horse. Well, how?
1,000 whole. Oh, jeez. Swiss cheese.
9-second cars can be expensive to make.
Not
Some
so-
other thing. 9-second cars can be expensive to make. A nuisance to drive slowly. Damn it.
Close. 2 out of 3. Not bad. We're gonna.
9-second cars can be expensive to make. A nuisance to drive slowly. I keep on forgetting the second one. It's so funny.
Not so reliable for everyday use.
A 9-second car can be expensive to make, not very reliable for everyday use, and
Oh,
set a planned and realistic goal.
it's a realistic budget and goal for your planned upgrade.
Okay.
Back to front, all the way around.
Upgrading stages. Enjoying it.
Okay, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. So, we received this in the mail from Paul Newton from JPL Displays in Victoria. He's a big fan of the show and thought he'd send us this lovely big vinyl logo of our Tough Garage logo as a background for Leo's life lessons.
He thought if I should take